Another game, another draw.
That's 3-0 only.
Yeah. Uh,
This one cut deep, eh? Oh, the other two cut deep one. This one. Yeah. They were like 2 points inside your bag and they snatch it from your grasp. It's football.
the game was this game was such a punch, man. Like a serious punch to the gut, like a serious punch to the gut. Yo, this match block is in the bin. 3 points
Ruined.
9.
You tell me,
Is that?
get it ruined.
It's ruined, absolutely ruined, because wow, it's ruined. Like, I think now we must just salvage what we salvage out of this, and then out of this 5-match block, and then go into our next 5-match block, and absolutely can't take anything less than 12 points. You can't.
Yeah. No, we can't. No,
Yeah.
we can't. And the next two match game blocks 4 and 5, vital.
I don't know. Nah, I really don't.
What did you make of the game, though?
We were not bad. All the things I wanna say, they're gonna sound so useless now, and no one wants to hear what I wanna say. No one.
We want to hear what you wanna say.
No, man. Because to start with, I was like, it's too hot. Like, those were not conditions to play a football game, but it's not like it's the same. It's not like it's the same. It's the first time we play in such conditions. We are used to such conditions. We play in the sun all the time. We beat that actually 5-0 in the sun.
But what today?
Yeah, we beat Zamalek 7-0 in the type of sun. Yeah. You can go on.
I can't like, okay, starting lineup. I expected the coaches to play Mara there and not Harold, and I understood why. You can't throw in the lad Asha from a lengthy layoff, already one cameo 10 minutes, and then you throw him in at the right center back against Hamaldin, top goal scorer leaking against number 2. You don't do that. You just play with the experienced player. Mbala has been playing for many times, and he's played right center back for Highlands Park before, so I thought they were going to play him. Morena picks himself. I thought they were going to change the left back position. I know I would have, but they didn't. I knew the captain was going to play. I knew Mido and Le were going to play, and then the front three, I didn't know Peter Shalila was going to will be missing for the game, but the front, if Ate, it picks us up. So you would say for this kind of game, they got the starting up spot on, right?
Yeah. Now I know Hore Obrumdiwa is not gonna play. It's not here to play left back in their eyes. In their eyes, Obrumdiwa is competing with Tembazwane, Lesedi Kapinga, and Gaston Sereno. He's not competing for the left back position.
if that's the case, then even today, the last 2 times, Bansalagaman Batansa Mudiba at left back. So if they don't see him as a left back, why make the sub? That's substitution. I don't know. I get why you say he's not competing for the left back position, because if he was, then really, guys, let's be honest, he would have started in the last 3 games since Lyle has been missing. He would have started at least one. He was competing for that left back position.
So it should tell you that that's not where their plans of Aubrey is at left back. Definitely not.
Which is a bit strange.
For me, the starting lineup was because of the personnel that we have available to us right now. For me, the starting lineup is perfect. You change nothing. The only gripe I have with today's game was the subs. The substitutions were totally off.
Yeah, they threw me off. It didn't make sense for me, especially how we played in the second half and the substitutions that they made. It really didn't make sense to me, and I'll tell you why. They took off from Pokekana for Villa, right?
Yeah. Which was
for me, Khensani, if you're going to play the way we did the second half, try to manage the game, you don't make that substitution. You don't make Villa look bad in that role. If Odensa Villa, that means you're saying, okay, guys, we'll continue to play. We're going to get hold of the ball. Ropasana. Villa will find Shishim. Shishim will find Romeo. Romeo will find Kulisi. Will pass the ball. They'll find me. We'll pass the ball. We'll pass them to death in midfield. If Odensa Villa in midfield. But if you're trying to manage the game, Unsa Flompo, Ologala Villa, no, man. It for me doesn't make sense. Maybe they could explain it better, but for me, it didn't look right.
Yeah, same here, because I'm looking at the ball position here and I'm like, what? Like, Morales almost has 61% ball position. Kumuripe. Guys, no, guys.
That's unheard of.
No, guys. No. It's an anomaly, guys. No, guys. No.
That's unheard of.
61-39. No, guys. No.
What we've learned in the Champions League for the past 7 seasons, it looks like Arsa Heat. It looks like Arsa Heat.
Yeah. That's how it looks, right? Yeah.
And if the Tlotlo sub was pre-planned, like they decided that maybe after 60-65 minutes they were gonna take him off because he's been out for a long time, they were gonna take him out and then bring in. But you read the game, because the experienced coaches, you read the game, and before we were shooting this, I don't know, we were discussing that the game didn't allow that you make that sub. Wait 10 minutes longer if you have to. But you read the game, and today the game didn't allow you to make that sub, even if the sub was pre-planned, which I think it was.
And so you just don't win a game at home, or not? You can question so many things about that goal. You can question the offside demos and Yatama. You can say it's a piece goal. But Moragasolos had 4 more passes than us in the entire game. They put together 394 passes. We put together 340 passes. Never.
You see, it's. I've never seen anything like that. At home, Sundowns, I've never seen anything like that. We can't keep the ball.
And that's our biggest letdown. You know, I don't know, though. Like, River can cause such a big gap. River's absence can't leave such a huge gap, guys. Like, such a gaping hole. NLAJ. It shows you then, Hore, these are undisputedly our best midfielders. On paper, they are, but now it's showing you in the game.
On the field.
It's showing you. I told you that it should be illegal for River and AJ to both be out. And like, we are being outpassed by Vuyomere. I mean, Vuyomere won the title with Sundowns when Neo was like 10 years old, my man. That was 15 years ago. So if you're gonna be outplayed by a team, okay, the Mtetwa kid is a baller. Like, you could see that. And one thing Moragasolos did better than us today is their tactical fouls. Even though they looked dirty, but their tactical fouling was. They got away with a lot of those. Yeah, they got away with a lot of those. And I'm glad we are shooting this like now at 8 o'clock. Where, like, you know, I even took a walk in between when the game finished and now. I had to, like, I swear, like, let me see how many steps I took. Hold on, let me see. So between the game and now, I walked 5.9 kilometers. I took 6,805 steps. That's how much I needed to. Actually, something during the week. Relax, yeah. Like, I swear, I needed
a walk.
Yeah, I needed fresh air after this game because I was, you know, as like, if they have 90 minutes, I'm like, okay, this result is handled. We are fine now. So I'm thinking to myself when I was still 1-0, I'm already thinking about the match review. What I'm gonna say is that it wasn't a nice game to watch, but it was a game to take the maximum point. This was a game of 3 points. It wasn't a game of trying to outplay and outdo Moragasolos, which we didn't. It was gonna be better to take a point. Mara, now it says to me, Hore, you have to work for maximum points. You really have to work. Like, you have to work so hard.
It's a tough league. The Absa Premier League is a very tough league, but sometimes we make it tougher for ourselves. I feel like the coaches are making it tougher for themselves. Like, okay, I guess it's not possible right now to go back to basics and play the way we were playing in the first 7-8 games. It's not possible because we don't have the personnel, like we said in the last match review. But some things like read the situation better. Your top coaches, your well-experienced coaches, read the situation better. Topokegana should have finished, even if he didn't finish that game, he should have played that game well into the 70s, 80 minutes. Because when he went out, we didn't have balance anymore in midfield. We didn't keep the ball, we didn't press as much, we were just disjointed in midfield. You can't put Villa, Levo, and Mido there. No way. And when you try to manage a game, no way. No way. I'm sorry.
And you know, the funny thing is that Villa played majority of his football as a 9, Covet. Mido got Super Sport under 20 team, he played as a striker. Levo, South Africa Sundowns, he played as a striker.
You're trying to manage a game. Those guys.
Wow, actually, like, if you had told me after the game, or I would be smiling or even laughing, like I would have slapped you in the face. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything to say.
So, but one more thing before we go to the ratings. The coaches can always say, "Okay, guys, we hear you level 1, 2, 3, but let's be honest, the Swallows have chances to win." Dennis makes exactly.
We created more chances.
Exactly, they can say, "But guys, we managed the game pretty well because Swallows didn't have Hamal Dini Mumsi. They took out the entire front line." They could say, "But guys, we managed it properly. What are you talking about?" So yeah, we could have managed it better.
Yeah. Hey, but now I had a bad feeling. The moment Mido made that foul, if Mido doesn't make that foul, do you think that boy is going to go?
I think Musa was a bit too far away from. I think that boy gets his shot away. I don't know if for Okora, but he gets his shot away. At the moment, obviously in hindsight, at the moment I thought Mido made the right decision, but hindsight.
Now, when he made that foul, I jumped up and nearly kicked my TV because I'm like, "What are you doing?" You know, at the moment that Mido made that foul, all I saw was a free kick so hard it flicked off one of our defenders' heel or something, and it goes in. And wow. You can go into the ratings.
Almost 9 clean sheets from there. Oh, just a second away. Football can really kill you guys. Could he have done better instead of better on the side? I don't know.
Yeah, but I'd rather I bet come code than another howler from him. I told you after that howler against Kari, he's past his. He's past his. Yeah, so I'd rather that than another howler. So yeah, I don't know. Rate him.
5.
You know, football is not an honest sport. How does Teboho Langaman still play for this team?
There are 3 times, I counted 3 times in the first half where a simple ball was played to Teboho Langaman. He lost it. Either it or he took a hard touch here into the opposition or passed it in aimlessly. I don't know, Khensani. I don't know.
You know the saying that says die and be a hero, or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That's gonna be the case with most of our 2016 Champions League heroes. But then again, voluntarily was share salary at Sundowns.
I was about to say, Joseph doesn't play himself, does he?
Yeah, he doesn't. But he's still there. Now I'm no longer gonna read the whole Langaman.
3.
Libuta.
5. Looked like Musa Libusa looked assured, wasn't troubled. No problems whatsoever. what dealt with what they needed to deal with. No problems.
Yeah.
6.
I will actually. Don't you want to rate Lebusa Vala as a pair?
Actually, you're right.
Yeah, because I thought Mvala is a 6.
Yes, same. I think both deserve a 6. There's a ball. Mamelodi was almost through and goal, and Mvala came and closed them down, which I thought was pretty good. Reading of the game from him. But I thought he didn't put a foot wrong.
He didn't today.
He played safe when he needed to. He played long when he needed to. We know his heading prowess. He did his job quietly. Nothing spectacular. No thrills and spills. He was okay.
Yeah. Capello today dealt well with that ball. They kept playing behind our defense. To Mbokama, I think. I'm sorry if I'm butchering his name. The number 11, I think, is Mbokama.
Yes.
He dealt well with him because they were cheating Guyana. Because they always played that ball behind our defense and they were always finding him. So Kabelo, his recoveries were so good today. Going forward, not so much, but he earned his money today as a defender. Up until he came out injured in the second half, but it was a solid performance. I think Leon needs a 6.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Mido.
I thought he played better than he did in his last 2 performances.
Mm.
I think he was man of the match, if I'm not mistaken. I think they gave him the man of the match.
Yeah.
He brought, especially in breaking up their play. Yes, in starting our attacks, not so good because Shompo at some points never rotate. At some point, it would be Shompo coming in between the centre backs, taking the ball because I think Shompo has a better passing range currently in the middle. People can argue, but Shompo not dropping in between the centre backs, especially in the first half. In the second half, it was more middle. Plus, he was doing the dirty work. Like Nakata supply was winning. I'd love to see his ball recovery strategy. I think they were impressive. He did well in that 6 role today. Better than 2-3 games.
Yeah. And he also got an assist.
Yes.
And Mido, one thing I like about him, he's always looking for that forward pass. He's always looking to advance the ball so that we are in a threatening position. So sometimes even the mistakes he does because he rushes not that he rushes, but like he wants to be quick to advance the ball and we sort of catch our opponents. Yeah. I think Mido is a 7 today.
I think so too. Even the assist after Shompo won the ball, he played at the same time. Like he didn't take a touch and played.
Yes.
Taking a touch and Romeo would have maybe been offside, but he played at the same time to Romeo to finish. So which was about your point, him wanting to play quick forward passes. It's a good point. And I thought it was good.
And that forward pass even afforded him 2 extra seconds to in his body to kill that ball.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
He played well.
Shompo?
I thought he played well. I thought he gave us the energy in midfield that we've been missing since AJ hasn't been. Shompo, what he does well, he can press. Like even if he doesn't win the ball all the time when he presses, but he knows when to press and he gives us energy in midfield. He's not the Shompo 5 years ago, but I like what I saw today. Plus, he won the ball. Our high press. He won the ball for our goal. I thought he looked energetic. He looked fresh. He looked like he was in there for a fight. So his substitution, I don't know. I don't know if he was injured, tired, but he didn't look tired to me. Tlotlo was never tired. So I liked what I saw, but I don't want to lie. It's a 6 from me. I don't know, between a 5.5 and a 6. I'm leaning towards a 6 because of he won the ball for our goal, got high press.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the 6. Libs. Better than he was Celtic Lakers Super Sport.
Although he
yeah.
And although these days he loses a lot of balls.
Yes. He loses balls. And I don't know if they had targeted him or what, but like, hey, those guys were kicking at him, you know?
And I didn't mean they took kicks in that midfield today.
You know what made I think most of our guys are bruised today. Like even Mchishi, the picture that Sundowns posted here full time, if you zoom into his left leg, yeah, so I get I think Libs are, I don't know, between a 4.5 and a 5. I think Lebo only flourishes in, I don't know. I think Lebo just looks different when he's alongside AJ and River.
He does.
Yeah.
Not lying, he does.
Yeah. Yeah, between a 4.5 and a 5. I'm not sure.
4.5.
Yeah. Temba.
I don't know.
I think in the first half, he could have gotten a goal. He got into the right position, Scotland, and he was linking up well with Kemet, and I don't know, maybe also having Klampo there, maybe Klampo reads Temba's runs and he reads him better than when it's Mvala, George and Lebo. I don't know. Yeah. And another thing is that Gaston hasn't looked good since Barroca. Like his cameo against Barroca was a glimpse of the Gaston we know, but since then he's looked a shadow of himself. Yeah, so I don't know.
But you said, remember, we would give him time. Remember, we said we would give him time because he didn't play for so long.
Yeah.
Just give him a few games and forgive him for poorish performances.
Yeah, that's true. I think Temba today, $4.5.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Same as Gaston.
I was about to say same as Gaston. There were a couple of moments in the first half where, late in the first half, just before we got to goal, where they found each other and look, we want to play. We know when Gaston and Temba look for each other, we look threatening, but
Gaston played a brilliant ball in between the defense and the goalkeeper that he boy. But I'll give it to Gaston. He played a good ball there. But other than that, there wasn't much. Kemet, Kemet was better in the Celtic game than he was today. The only difference is that today he used the chance he got.
True, and I saw you tweeting where the last time Kim played in this heat, he didn't come back a second half. So those conditions for him are very tough.
You remember what game that was? You remember that game? What that was?
3-3 Pirates, right?
Yes, 3-3 Pirates against City.
And in the 65th, the moment Bansa Trompo, I thought maybe I don't know how fit Kif Mutupa is, but if he's on the bench, then he's fit for 20 minutes. I'm guessing. I thought Nematran came in developing gifty. If his gift can chase it, came to look flat out tired. He didn't help pressing the defense. That Ngobo boy and Letlabika took out the ball from the defense into midfield effortlessly because no one was pressing them. So I felt like they could have taken Kembet out about 70 minutes, give about 20 minutes, meaning that there's a difference in hurrying the defense. But he looked tired in the second half, but brilliant goal, brilliant finish. And as soon as I threw him goal, I didn't think we missed.
No. I didn't think he was going to miss it because that's what Kembet brings, and that's what we wanted from him. I think Kembet 6.5. He scored a brilliant goal, but the performance against Celtic was much better than today.
100% correct.
Villa, they put him. They didn't help him. Like that substitution was wrong.
I was also about Villa and Nkuzi was playing further up the pitch than it didn't make sense. They threw Villa under the bus. I can't even rate Villa because it will be unfair.
I'm gonna rate him. I'm gonna give him a 4 out of 10 because of the minutes he played. I know it was out of position, but him as Blesser, I will give him a 5. I think Blesser tried to retain the ball, but there was no cohesion. There was no cohesion in our team. Harold, I'm gonna give Harold okay, but I wanted to rate him lower. But I wanted to give him a 4.5, but I give him a 5. My only gripe I had with him, Harold, is that as soon as he came in, all the balls were going there. Okay, they were going that side. Little Below was, even when Tapelo was playing in the first half. But the thing about Harold, he was always caught running back most of the time. And I understand that when you come on and you keep studying Tapelo, you want to go up as much as you can and Usabali the big gap. My only thing is that we had to have someone always covering for him because he was further up, and even when he was running back, it looked a bit casual. Like he wasn't he didn't show the agency or I'm caught with my pants down here. So I think that's why initially I wanted to say 4.5, but I'll give him a 5.
He looks good on the ball. He looks assured on the ball. Like he doesn't.
Yes.
That's the players in our team, in our backline, where they don't look right when they have the ball, but he looks right when he has the ball. I said that to Neil. I was like, yeah, you can see that Harold is from our academy where Mucheka looks good. Hatchard got for the ball. Lessa looks good. Hatchard the ball again. Like you see, technically they are very sound, and he's very sound technically.
Same as Malebo Hamudise. I watched the second half. Repeat when Maritzburg beat Chiefs. And he saw a shot when he has the ball. Anna stage fright.
No, boys are.
The one thing I like about Harold again is Harold does the simple things, those simple things that made Zungu such a top player. Simple things that make Riva a good player, a top player. What are the simple things? The only thing he just doesn't have the pace at Capello, but he does the right things, and he does the simple things. And most of the time, when you keep it simple, you'll be a top player. Who else came on? Kinezo, it wasn't enough. Yeah.
Langerman.
Oh, wait, what about Langerman?
He finished the game.
Oh, yeah. Read the coaches.
The coaches. Starting lineup. I think I thought they got it right. They got it spot on. That we're already happy, but except for the left back position, which I'm not too sure what's happening there, but they got it right. Yeah, it's just the two subs for me. Yeah, I thought they took Klompo out too quickly and for the wrong player. That position, and then they give him to Kemet sub. But besides that, they can't do anything about Musa Nyataba being outside. They can't do anything. They got on the day, they got it right. It's just that the subs for me. So for that, I'll give them a 5.
Okay, I'll take it. I want to switch off football for the next days. I think about football on Wednesday when I wake up. No, guys, that was just too much. We'll see. We'll see what happens on Wednesday, guys. That's it. Thank you and bye-bye.